Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How we doing? Matt Antonelli here. So today was a really busy day for me. The busiest day I've had. I haven't had very many busy days lately, but this is the busiest day in like 3 months. It felt awesome. We just got word that Antonelli Baseball can start baseball tomorrow, which is awesome. Not games, but we can start practice. All right, so I've been spending all day today preparing for tomorrow's practice, and it's late right now. It's getting really late. But I got to get this video up for you because another proposal from MLB and the owners has come across the desk of the Players Union. And so we're going to get into this proposal right now. Got a bunch of people we're going to look at. We've got Karl Ravech from ESPN, was the first guy that actually tweeted this out early today. I didn't see it when it first came out, but going through my timeline, I don't know, is that what you call it? I saw that he first did it. Then my boy Jeff Passan got on. Like always, and then we got Joel Sherman. We got a bunch of other guys we're going to look at. We're going to listen to some players. We got some good tweets from some players that made me laugh. And so let's get into it right now. All right, so first we got Karl Ravech here. He said early this morning, 10:33 a.m., first guy to get on this thing, it seems like. He said, sources tell me MLB counterproposal today will move towards a season of roughly 70-plus games with a salary percentage on the 85% of pro rata. Playoff pool bonus. My concern are the recent spikes in COVID-19. Worst case would be to start and stop. Will players move? So we're not going to talk right now about COVID-19. I mean, I'm hoping if we start, I just want to start. All right, let's just worry about the start. I'm not even worried about what's going to happen down the road. Let's just start and then we'll see what happens. But so Karl was first on it, and then my boy Jeff Passan, you're my boy Blue. He came out a little bit later and said Major League Baseball has delivered its latest proposal to the MLB Players Association that is for 72 games, sources tell ESPN. Okay, so Karl was on it first, and he was basically right, said roughly 70 games. Turns out to be 72 games. Now Joel Sherman pops on here a few minutes later. MLB has proposed a 72-game season with 70% pro-rated salaries, 10% more if postseason concluded, plus 50 million player pool if postseason concluded. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. So Evan Drellich comes on here. I haven't shown very many Evan Drellich tweets, but he said, if you compare today's proposal to the potential of an implemented 48-game or about 50-game season, players could make about $300 million more if the postseason is played in full, source says. It's a question of guarantee. Okay, so you got a 72-game season potentially, or the commissioner can say, you know what, we're playing 48 or 50 games. And so with the 72, players are going to make more money. If the playoffs are played in full, that's the question, and this is where it comes into looking at COVID-19, a second wave, right? And I have no idea what's going to happen. Nobody really knows what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. But this is interesting to think about. You get more money, but you got to get into you got to have a playoffs. If you don't have a playoffs, then there's definitely risk there from the players. Now Evan also says, as another person involved puts it, MLB's first offer represented about 30% in cuts. Today's offer could range from 20 to 30%, depending. Players don't want their pay contingent on the playoffs. Okay, so interesting insight right there. If you want to know what the players are thinking, or at least what a couple of them, I'm not going to say this is what all the players are thinking, but if you want to know, Andrew Mccutchen chimed in at 3:37 p.m. with a LOL. That's all he said. LOL. And then what made me laugh even more, Nikki S. says to him a couple minutes later, can you be more specific? And he writes, laugh out loud. That's it. And then there were other players. I saw Jack Flaherty kept putting up people throwing things in trash and breaking windows and all these things. So I don't take it that Jack was very happy. Also, guys, just so you guys know, you can't see this right now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I'm usually not down here this late making movies, or making movies. I'm not making movies, making YouTube videos. But I just had this huge bug just land on my computer, and I was like, what the hell is that? And now a giant spider has lowered from a web and has landed on my computer. Apparently, once it passes 10 o'clock at night, all the insects just attack my basement. I'm kind of grossed out right now. Let's continue. So then we got Chris Towers from CBS. Now, I haven't seen Chris Towers, and this spider's moving closer to my face, guys. I don't like spiders. I don't like them. Get out of here. Okay. He said MLB is basically saying this: play 72 games for 50 to 58 games worth of pay, or play 50 games for 50 games of play. Which is to say, MLB and the teams have no interest in playing more than 50 games. I'll say it again. If you like baseball, there is only one side to blame for this. So, I've gone through some of Chris Towers' tweets, and he has some interesting stuff, but he is not a fan of the owners, and actually we might look into some more of his stuff in another video because he has a bunch of interesting things. Here's one more from him. He said, player salaries are not tied to revenue in any way. If revenues go up, players don't get paid more. The owners want players to subsidize their losses with no promise of sharing in any future gains. So he had said this because a lot of people were tweeting him, and they were like, you know, there's no fans. There's not going to be as much revenue this year. And so the players have to, you know, they can't be expecting to get paid like there's fans in the stands. And he brings up an interesting point that, you know, when revenues go up, the players can't say, hey, hold on, guys, we want some more money this year because, you know, revenues went up, you know, 100 million or however many million or billion that they went up. And so, you know, now the owners are saying, well, revenue's going to go down, so we can't pay you as much. It's interesting, okay? And then the last thing we'll look at here, Trevor Williams, pitcher with the Pirates. Evan Drellich said, MLB has told the MLBPA that today's offer expires Sunday. And Trevor writes, it expired as soon as they hit send. Okay, so this proposal is going to get shot down just like every other proposal has gotten shot down. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. I thought that I was hoping, maybe I didn't think, I was hoping that this was going to be the proposal that finally we're like, okay, it's done, baby. Let's play some baseball. Not so fast, my friend. This is just like every other proposal, right? Going to get shut down. And the union will make another counteroffer, a counterproposal, and then the owners are going to reject that, and then we're going to have to wait for the owners to come back, and holy hell, like, I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm pumped that I've got baseball tomorrow, okay? I might not be able to get Major League Baseball. I'm kind of getting sick of waiting around. Again, when they come back, if they come back, I'll watch them, but I'm kind of getting sick of waiting around. But I'll be out in the field soon, guys. I'm going to bed, because I've got a long day of baseball tomorrow, and I'm pumped. Before I go, actually, I'm going to throw up a video tomorrow after baseball that is, it's going to discuss the 3 different proposals that the owners have given the players so far, and we're going to look at some of the similarities and differences and see how much they've actually changed over the last couple of months. It's pretty interesting. Stay tuned for that. That's all we got. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Thank you to our patrons on Patreon for supporting the channel. I'm going to bed. Baseball in the morning. I'll see you later.